Hi everyone, Kieran Brown here, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how long it takes to get from 21% to 13% body fat. And these numbers might seem quite specific, and that's because I'm using myself as an example. This is my transformation from last year. So at the start of last year, I came back from backpacking around Asia. I'm living quite an unhealthy lifestyle, and I was over 20% body fat for the first time ever. And I wasn't really sure what to do. I'd never been in this position before. Do I cut? Do I bulk? And from doing some research, I sort of realized that my body fat percentage is way too high to start bulking. I decided to go on a first ever cut. And yeah, this was the result on the right, where I ended up about 13% body fat. Actually, I think I went down to like 12, sort of just after this. But yeah, in this picture here on the right, I was 13, and the picture on the left, and the starting point was about 21. For context, my height is 5'10", which is 178 centimeters, and I always find this useful to have on like physique videos like this, because someone could be like 60 kilos and like they're looking absolute jacks, and you're thinking, well, hold on, if I was 60 kilos, it'd be like skin and bone. So I always find it handy to know this, and I found that with 1 inch of height on men, there's usually a 5 pounds difference in weight, which is about 2.5 kilos. I usually just say like 3 kilos to make it easier, because that's like the measurements I use, kilos. So, for example, if you're 5'9", for example, then you can take 5 pounds or about 3 kilos off my weights, and that's sort of your equivalent. Or like if you're 6 foot, then you can add like 10 pounds, like, or around about 6 kilos, and that's a rough guess at like equivalent weight at different heights. Thought that might be useful. So here are the weights during this transformation. So I started around 78 kilograms, which is 172 pounds. And as I was saying, at 21% body fat. And at the end of this transformation, I was 70 kilograms, which is 154 pounds, and 13% body fat. So I guess the all important question that you've been waiting for is like, how long did this transformation take? And this first photo was taken on the 15th of January last year, and the photo on the right was taken on the 26th of March. And I'll save you some mental maths, and that is a total of 10 weeks, from going from 21% body fat to 13% body fat. So let's break that down. So I've got my starting and finishing stats there, and the difference in weight is 8 kilograms, and there's 8% in body fat loss. So it's about 1 kilo per 1% of body fat. So across 10 weeks, that's basically 0.8 kilos and 0.8% body fat per week. However, though, this isn't linear. When you first start to try and lean down and lose body fat, you will lose more. Like at the start, it will be quick, and then eventually it will like plateau out, just like this. This is apparently actual data from a lot of different weight loss journeys. So as you can see there, there's a big drop at the start, for the first, that's like up until 6 months, and then it really like starts to plateau out. Even that's quite a long time. If you're doing say like a 12-week transformation, depending on your starting point, you might start to plateau at the end, or you might keep going if you don't have too much body fat to lose. Sort of if you have like under 20 pounds to lose, then you wouldn't want to cut for more than probably 2 or 3 months, like tops, and then you'll want to get back to maintenance. but we'll talk about that in another video. So in summary, I personally went from 21% to 13% body fat in 10 weeks as measured on different body composition machines. And the first one was actually on one of the body composition machines at the gym, and the final weigh-in was on the scales I have at home. Unfortunately, I didn't have body composition scales when I started this journey, so that probably was given more of an accurate reading. And I'd highly recommend you buying body composition scales so you don't miss out on all this data like I did. But yeah, you can tell that first picture of me in January 2023 is definitely over 20% body fat. No doubt about that. And yeah, you're likely to lose maybe a couple of kilos in weeks 1 and 2, then it will slowly flatten out. And I'll basically be breaking down exactly how I went through this transformation, like an exact step-by-step, a full guide, which is coming soon. So if you want some help one-on-one, trying to lean down and increase your strength, click the first link in the description. That's it for today. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.